This is madness. Claressa Shields really got people talking. Word on the street is she got Papoose's name tatted under her chest. Yep, a whole name permanently inked on her body. So here's what went down. Claressa was out here doing her weigh-in ahead of her big fight, and she pulled up in what looked like a designer Gucci bodysuit or swimsuit. But this wasn't just any outfit. It was very much giving, look right here. Sis had the bottom of her chest exposed on purpose, not by accident, so that tattoo could shine loud and clear. She clearly wanted the world to catch a glimpse of it. And you already know people started zooming in and going wild online. Now I do got the video, but I'll have to blur that area for obvious reasons. Still, I'm definitely zooming in so y'all can peep that ink. All right, so here's the tattoo up close. And yes, it's right there under her chest in plain sight. And no, you're not seeing things. Claressa Shields really got Papoose's name inked on her body, bold as ever.
Does Claressa Shields know that Papoose is married? I mean, I'm not trying to tussle, because I know my girl like to do her 1-2-1-2. But she's on podcast talking about having babies next year with a married man. And it's concerning. Like, I feel like Remy is somewhere rubbing her fuzzy socks together, cackling. Because I would, if I was still his wife. I would be cackling. What's there not to cackle about? If she called him right now, Papoose is going back home. And you know, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt because I feel like this is the first man that, you know what I'm saying, that made her feel like she was somebody. She was that girl. And I feel that, except it's still somebody else's man. And then she was talking about fighting Layla Ali as if this lady is about to collect her AARP mail in about 10 years or so. And I'm just like, girl, get somewhere and sit down. Okay, Claressa Jean, sit down. Maybe she just needs a hug. Not from Papoose, though. He's supposed to be hugging somebody else. Bye.
Girl, what is going through your mind? But let's be real. You cannot tell Claressa nothing when it comes to that man. She is clearly locked in and proud of it. The way she's moving, it's giving this my first real love and I'm going all in. She got that type of energy where it's ride or die, no questions asked. And here's where it gets even messier, because if you're still trying to figure out how Claressa and Papoose even got mixed up in all this, just wait till you hear the backstory. Trust me, it's a wild one. And it'll make that tattoo situation make even less sense.
No, fuck that, I'ma just say it. I think a lot of y'all women, y'all just mad because y'all got y'all man took before. That's why y'all don't like Claressa Shields. Y'all must don't like her confidence and the fact that she's with Pat. Because the level of hate y'all give to this woman is crazy. After all her accomplishments and where she came from. She came from Flint, Michigan. I'm from Detroit. She came from Flint, Michigan. Nothing there. Like, from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? 2-time Olympic gold medalist. I don't know how many different weight divisions. This woman is a champion. And things went south with Rem and Pap, and then they linked.
Let me take y'all back to the start. So here's how it all kicked off. Claressa and Papoose first linked up in July 2024 at a fight event. Papoose walked right up to her, all cool and respectful, shook her hand like a gentleman, told her he was a fan, and just like that, sparks flew. Next thing you know, Claressa slid in his DMs to hook him up with some VIP tickets to her fight in Detroit. And boom, everything spiraled from there. Now here's where things get spicy, because let's not forget, Papoose is still married to Remy Ma.
I just don't understand why when every time somebody has something to promote, talk about that. Talk about whatever your endeavor is that you have coming up. It's so easy. It is so, the same publicist that y'all use to push stories out, that's the same publicist that before you walk into the room, you say, hey, anything about Ram, anything about this?
I hate to say this, y'all. I hate to say this. But you want to know why she started having so much animosity towards me? Because I ended up finding out the truth, y'all. And I'm not saying this because it's a bad thing, but I'm saying this because, when I say not a bad thing, because I don't judge people who live that lifestyle. But she has done a lot of bashing towards people who live that lifestyle and talk so bad about them and say so many foul things about them that it hurted her so bad that I knew the truth. So on another day, I caught her with this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them. Ended up catching it. Now, this individual is a female, so I can't do nothing to her. I don't put my hands on females. Y'all wanna know what I did? I told the individual, I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't put my hands on her because I'm not gonna do that. I don't hit women. But I told her to get out. I said, get the fuck out.
It's been Cold War vibes between the two. Straight tension. So Remy Ma and Easy the Block Captain actually stayed together for a while after the cheating scandal. They had a little run that lasted around 2 years. But by this year, that whole thing fizzled out. They're done. It's a wrap. And now, Papoose is all wrapped up with Claressa Shields. And baby, Claressa is deep in it. She's not just dating him, she's obsessed. But don't get it twisted. Claressa and Remy already had beef before this, so now it's full-on tension. These two do not rock with each other at all.
So the beef with Claressa, Clarence, whatever Remy Ma called her, let me tell y'all something. I would chew rocks and swallow them before I would ever speak publicly about a man that is still married that has yet to sign divorce papers that's been filed for months. I would eat literal cow manure before I would go on somebody's app saying I'm about to have a family with this married man that got kids my freaking age. This girl is delusional. And quite frankly, it's really embarrassing because it's like Remy Ma read her. Like, she's like, I've known this man since you were 10 years old. Since you were 10 years old, she's known this man. She's been married to that man since she was 13. Like, honey, get out the chat. Get in the ring. Get out the fit. Because dating ain't working for her. Because I feel like nobody was talking to Claressa, whatever her name is. No man that we know of was interested in that woman. And now she got somebody interested in her, and it just happens to be Papoose. And, you know, this whole thing that Papoose is this, Papoose is that, whatever. I don't care about Papoose. All I know is that he, quote-unquote, held Remy Ma down while she was in prison, even though he was probably cheating. Because most men cheat. 9 times out of 10, they not gonna hold you down, but whatever. Like, that's the narrative they like to put out there. But all I gotta say is, Claressa, baby, get in the ring and get out the dating field because you get your tail whooped out there in them comments. Baby, that's embarrassing.
Papoose been telling folks he's been trying to divorce Remy for years. Said she's a narcissist and dragged her name through the dirt. He claims he's been done, but the paperwork still ain't finalized. Meanwhile, Claressa out here acting like this man is heaven sent. She's calling him her best friend, saying his support hits different than anything she's ever experienced.
What is it about him that made you fall in love?
The way that Papoose speaks, he's a very nice guy. Very, very nice, very, very humble, very knowledgeable. We all know he can rap, okay? And yeah, he can rap, like, seriously, really good. And he just very...
Like, girl, what is it about this man that's got you head over heels like that? Claressa got all these big plans with this man.
I'm gonna have a baby next year. We already have it planned out. I'm gonna have a baby next year. And then after I go through my stuff, then I'll come back and fight some more, and then probably have another one, and then do the same thing again.
But let's not forget, he's still legally married. Like, how you building a future with somebody who hasn't even handled the past? Now, to be fair, Papoose might really have feelings for Claressa. That part could be true. But come on, He was with Remy Ma for 21 years. They've been married since 2008. That kind of history don't just vanish overnight. And no matter what excuses they toss back and forth, whether it's her fault or his, the truth is, they still haven't signed them divorce papers. That's the only fact that really matters here.
Yeah. So Claressa out here planning to have a baby with Pap at the next year. Guess her and Pap definitely talked about it. I get her with the age she at. She's about ready to have a family and settle down, other than instead being in the field with the boxing thing. So I get where she's coming from. But is Pap even divorced? Are you making plans with a man that ain't divorced? All I can say is Pap better come through with them promises. Better not be no broken promises. Because did you see her fist? That girl fist bigger than both of Pap fists put together. All I can say is Pap, just run. Get on out of Dodge, Pap. That's all I can say. If any one of them promises is broken, all I can tell you to do is get on out of Dodge. Get on out of Dodge, my boy. That's all I can tell you. But, hey, maybe he ready to have some babies. I don't know. Maybe he ready to have some babies. I'm hoping he is. Because Pap, nobody can help you. We won't be able to help you. That's all I can say. But anyway, y'all tuning in to the fight?
They still haven't gotten that divorce handled. Like, let's be real. Papoose held it down for Remy Ma through everything, even while she was locked up. That's 21 years of history, loyalty, and baggage. You don't just cut ties like that overnight. So if Claressa's really talking about building a future with this man, step one should have been, handle that paperwork first. How you out here making big plans, talking babies, love forever, and this man still legally got a wife? It's wild. And yeah, of course, he's probably in her ear saying, Remy's the one stalling, or I don't want her no more. But come on, when two people been locked in that long, it's never just that simple. But here's one thing I can say with full confidence. This situation right here is not as clear-cut as Claressa's acting like it is. Something ain't adding up, and it's starting to show. If Papoose ever walks away from Claressa, she's gonna crash out for real. Especially if he circles right back to Remy and they end up patching things up, which, let's be honest, might actually happen. If that goes down, Claressa is gonna lose it. She already acts like she's never had a man treat her like this before. And if that's really the case, then yeah, Papoose better be careful. Cause Claressa can fight, okay? If he pulls a fast one, him and Remy might need to go into hiding. Cause she's not the one to play with. And let's not forget, Claressa Shields is 30 years old. 30. Way too grown to be out here tattooing a man's name on her body like it's high school love. That kind of move ain't giving grown woman energy. It's giving obsession. This ain't cute. It's concerning.
Should I get up for this video? Wait. You have grown-ass women on this app who are making Remy out to be the victim now. See, I know what it is. I just thought about it. Y'all know Claressa Shields is fucking elite. Y'all know she's a savage with those hands. She'll put them paws on anybody. So now, y'all want to say Claressa the problem because y'all know she'll put Remy in something serious. She'll put Remy in something serious. So y'all know Claressa would do Remy dirty, so now Remy gotta be the victim to her own shenanigans. That shit crazy. When Pap found out about Easy to Block, Pap went put his paws on Easy to Block. Ain't nobody had to say nothing about that. When Pap found out about Easy, Pap went put his paws on Easy. Snuffed him, shut him up, punched him down. Whatever they say, however, whatever terminology you won't use, he did it. He came with it. But now that Remy done laid up there and came at Pap and Claressa, and now that they both clap back, and Claressa still clapping without even clapping, Claressa the problem. Claressa the fucking problem. But these motherfuckers is really making think pieces and getting thousands of likes, basically saying that Claressa is the problem. Y'all trying to break up them people happy home, bro. Y'all don't want to see nobody happy. Y'all see that woman over there glowing. She the champ. She floating. She's successful. She doing her thing. And y'all mad that she got the good guy. And Remy can't get him back.
And now, the internet is eating this up. Social media been on fire ever since that tattoo surfaced. Some folks calling it ride or die. Others saying she's doing way too much for a man who's still legally tied to someone else. But here's where it gets even messier. There's rumors swirling that Remy ain't exactly done with Papoose either. Word is, she's been real quiet lately, not saying much publicly. But insiders say she's still got feelings and might just be waiting for the right moment to spin the block. Meanwhile, Claressa out here posting this man like he's already her husband, calling him her king, dropping lovey-dovey captions and acting like ain't no unfinished business. Sis is treating this relationship like it's certified, locked in, sealed up, but that marriage license still says otherwise. So now the question is, what's gonna happen if Remy really steps back in? Is Papoose gonna fold? Will Claressa double down? Or is this whole thing heading for a public meltdown we can't look away from? This drama ain't slowing down anytime soon. I gotta hear from y'all. What do you think is really going on here? Do you see Claressa and Papoose actually going the distance? Or is this just a messy rebound until he eventually crawls back to Remy Ma? Be honest now. Does this whole thing feel real? Or does it scream temporary? Do you think Claressa's going all in with a man who's still emotionally and legally tied to someone else? Or is she just caught up in the attention and drama? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. I want to hear all the tea, all the theories, and all the shade. And if you made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.